Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season, the 2019 mod with the 2021 cars, as much as we could find. We are starting back here behind Ryan Newman. There's Brandon in that 27 Mountain Dew Toyota. We are here racing 27 laps at the Miami-Dade Homestead Motorsports Racing Complex Facility, Tire Lube Center, and Flower Gift Shop. And we will be pitting at least once this race. We don't have the fuel to go the entire way. We're looking for the high line to be nice and quick. Ryan Blaney up there on the pole. We got Bubba Wallace behind us, Ross Chastain, and Ryan Preece around us. Let's see if we can get a good start here behind Ryan Newman, who is bobbing and weaving at the very start of the video. We can drop down to the inside. Very, very slick on new tires. For sure, we might have to pitch and catch just a little bit right there. Brandon follows us around the bottom under Ross Chastain, and we'll be looking to get to the high line as quick as possible, although the bottom line is quick if you can keep it from sliding out from under you. You can see a little bit of counter steer there as we go under the 20 of Bell and the 3 of Austin Dillon. Good run on the inside. Let's get a whiff off of McDowell. Go 3 wide under Newman. He's not going to give up that spot. One of the most aggressive racers on the track. And 3 wide in front of us, Keselowski, Custer, and didn't see who that was on the high line dropping back. But already some activity going up front side by side. That was Tyler Reddick who is dropping back. And if we can keep our wheels right on that white line, we can hook that bottom and carry that momentum around, and we will pass Custer. Settle in behind Brad Keselowski here, and we've got a little bit of space in front of us we can make happen. Brandon followed us right through along the bottom, so we're punching holes and he's following us right through, giving Brad a push around the 17 of Buescher. We'll get to the inside, see if we can outbrake him just a little bit. Car really loose. The apron saved us a bit. We have to get up the track, and we'll let Brandon go on the bottom as we are completely out of shape. So you saw how loose the car was on entry, and that's sort of what we're going to be fighting with if we try to roll that bottom. And even on the top, you can see a little bit of counter steer there. Brandon gets out of shape as well, dropping back to that pack behind. So both of us have a little bit of loose issues. Probably not going to fix that on the pit stops. We could do a little bit of track bar adjustment, but it's fine if you can anticipate it and catch it, because we're pretty fast. But yellow flag is out. Not sure what happened. I don't believe Brandon was involved, but we'll be coming down pit road. Whether or not we're going to take right sides or no tires, we'll just have to see when we get there. So I will see you on pit road. I, for one, welcome this caution, because this is a very tricksy pit road to get down into from speed, as Kurt Busch could tell you from 2004. But here we come. Right sides are on, and I think that's all we're going to do here is right side tires. So right sides are up. We should have enough fuel to make it the rest of the way. Looking in the mirror, looks like we have a clean exit as Buescher goes by. Or that was Custer. There's Preece. All right, so we're going to have to get out to the wall. Brandon follows us through. Looks like some left side tires on a few of these cars as well. Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and yeah, Ryan Blaney took lefts as well. So this is going to shake up the running order as those cars up front decided to take 4. So I'll see you for the restart, and we'll see what these right sides can do for us. Pace car is off, and it looks like a lot of Fords in front of us, but we'll start right inside the top 10. Single file here. Doesn't look like anyone's a lap down on the gears, and we can go to the outside here in 2003 rules around Preece, setting up well into the first turn. Car's going to be very loose on these right side tires. just trying to baby the car through the corner as best we can until these pressures come up and equalize. We got Kyle Larson fighting on the bottom there, right behind Tyler Reddick. And wow, I was going to say Kane. Oh man, that's where my mind is. But Larson forces us up 3 wide. Let's see if we can carry that momentum and get behind Kyle Busch. And they are dogfighting in front. Brandon on the bottom, it looks like 3 wide. But tires are starting to come in. We can start arcing that bottom a bit and making some hay inside of turn 3. Speaking of making hay, Kevin Harvick looks to the inside for the race lead. Good run for Kevin. And that is Matt DiBenedetto up there. I imagine only taking 2 tires. We're going to have to look for those cars that took 4 behind us. Guys like Ryan Blaney, who is actually already passed us, so he's going to be making those 4 tires work. That is insane. Brandon drifts up just a little bit there. Perhaps overdriving turn 1 just a bit. Single file all the way through. And this is where we might look to the high line to carry momentum down the straightaways. But it looks like they bogged down about right here in turn 3. So if we can arc that white line, we'll be able to carry some speed while they choke up. And speaking of choking up, Larson had to get out of the gas and turn sharp left. We'll roll the outside, see if we can keep a fender beside him and get that pull off of Priest in front of us. Kurt Busch back there looking to the inside. We should be able to stay clear of him as we come off the wall. Got that momentum, but everyone stays in line. Looks like Brandon may be trying to make it 3 wide under Chris Buescher. Having a decent run. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. dropping back. We clipped that white line just a bit, but we're around Priest, getting that pull off of Kyle Busch. And Kevin Harvick leads with his Stewart-Haas teammate Eric Almirola in second, Matt DiBenedetto up in third, and Brad Keselowski fourth. So good, strong run from the Fords today. We'll see if we can stuff some Camaros up here. And Brandon, the fastest Toyota, looks like. As we go around, and we got a twofer around Stenhouse and Busch with a good pull down off of Buescher. See if we can get under the 5 here coming down the back straightaway. That'll set us up well getting into turn 3 if we can hook that white line, get that run off of Buescher, keep that pull going down on Larson, get to the inside, and can we make it stick? Pretty conservative entry, but it's going to pay dividends as we get around the 17. We'll be able to get up behind Blaney and Brad Keselowski dropping back. If Blaney's going to push that issue, old Brad might lose a few spots up here. But Brad looks to go to the inside of William Byron. As we look under the 3-wide battle of Larson, Keselowski, and Byron, we might be able to make up some spots here. Maybe get a twofer, maybe even a threefer if Ryan Blaney gets choked up behind Keselowski. Indeed he does. Kyle Busch follows us through on the bottom and clear Keselowski. So a very good series of corners for us there as we march toward the front. Almost inside the top 5. Brandon eyeing that 3rd spot from Matt DiBenedetto. Kevin Harvick still leading. And no one has migrated up to the top just yet. It feels like the bottom is still the fastest way to go, especially with the car wanting to naturally arc to the left anyway. If we can dance right on that razor's edge and carry that speed through the corner, we're all set. Almost in between, almost in between a Penske-Wood Brothers sandwich here. I tell you, Blaney looked to be quick, got us out of our groove. Kyle Busch takes advantage. Good gap behind us though, so I don't think we're in danger of losing any more positions, but Brandon making that hard charge under the 10 around the bottom and clears that pass for second. We've got quite a bit to go as DiBenedetto shuts the door on Busch. Really tight racing up here. Everyone running nearly identical lap times from the look of it. No one able to really get away from anyone in this lead pack here. And it is a dogfight of epic proportion. Can we get under the 18? Roll out a bit, and it looks like Blaney shoved up Almirola out of the groove. And it looked like Larson tries to take advantage of that. You expect Kyle Larson to be very good here, but you almost expect him to be rolling the top, and that's what I expect to see when they really race here on Sunday is Kyle Larson migrating to that top and rolling as best he can. We're sort of in a logjam here as Brandon looks to pass Kevin Harvick for the lead. Oh, Brandon overshot turn 3 really up the track. He'll lose that spot to Larson and maybe even Kyle Busch as well as we take that from DiBenedetto and get in behind Almirola. A lot of positions changing hands here in the waning laps. We haven't caught up to Brandon. He isn't able to get down to the bottom yet. We'll get to the outside of Almirola. Brandon just shuts the door with authority in front of Almirola. We'll roll the top and see if we can carry that speed. We scraped the bottom a bit, washed out. We should have the speed off the corner, though, to complete the pass on Almirola, but he's still there, dropping back just a skosh, but we will complete it. Do we want to dive bomb in front? We'll run second groove behind Larson, see if we can get that pull down the straightaway and complete the pass, but good. And there we go. Almirola drops back, and it's going to be a battle. Very hard fought. There goes Ryan Blaney for the lead on those 4 new tires, and I'm sure Kevin Harvick took 4 tires as well, but Blaney out front once again. Very strong car today for Ryan Blaney. Running just outside the top 5. I'd like to get into the top 5 if we can. If we pass the 5, we'll do such things as these. And it looks like those 2 tires may be falling off of Almirola and others. So it's just going to come down to who has conserved their tires the best in the waning laps as Brandon makes the pass for 3rd. Hard charging Harvick for 2nd. Really pushing Larson down the straightaway here. Can't really see. He gives us the bottom, though. We'll see if we can take that. Kyle Busch out in that 3rd groove. He's going to get a massive run off the corner, however, almost to Brandon's rear bumper. Really pressuring. It almost looks like a plate race, having to protect the top and the bottom lanes. We'll roll. Really get caught up to Kyle here. We're going to be right on Kyle's bumper by the end of this straightaway. Really get that pull. We can dive under Kyle, follow Larson through the bottom. If Kyle completes the pass on Kyle, then we're going to be set. Either way, Busch or Larson, doesn't matter to me, just get out of the way. Brandon probably out of shape off of turn 2 there, had to use all of the track down to the apron to save it, but under Harvick, forced up top. Right under Busch will get that pull off of Larson. Busch will get the pull off of Harvick. And Ryan Blaney looks to be commanding this lead, almost running away just a little bit. Would this be our 2nd winner of the year? Brandon has taken the first 2 checkered flags. Blaney looks to get his first this year, and lapped cars are coming up, at least 1. This may throw a monkey wrench into the works. We'll try to take advantage of these spots while we can, under the 5 and under the 4 at the same time. Harvick with that run on the outside. Kyle Busch trying to follow us through, surrounded by bushes, the beer and the driver. And good hook around the bottom. We should be able to complete that pass on Harvick, and we'll see what that lap car does, which lane he blocks. Brandon really going for that lead, though, scraping along the bottom. He gets a nose under Blaney. Will he carry that speed? Yeah, Kyle Busch dropped back a bit, so Harvick is out of the picture. Looks like that hard-fought battle has dropped them way behind. So it's just us here. That's the 7 of Corey LaJoie. So if we can catch up to the 12, we might be able to get that pull. We just need a good series of corners here. The 77. Oh, that's 7. Whoa, Jamie Mack. Not racing this race in real life, but nearly caused an accident there. 1 lap to go. We're not going to catch Brandon, it doesn't seem, but we can catch Blaney and try to get 2nd place out of this if we can roll well down through turn 2, get that pull off of Blaney here. Let's see if we can keep the bottom pegged in 3 and 4 and get 2nd place here. Cut it to the inside, hug that white line as best we can. On the gas a bit too soon, wash the nose. Ryan Blaney will get 2nd. We will settle in 3rd. Brandon will get his 3rd win of the year, and still the only race winner this year So a solid run for Brandon. Looking at your top 10. So Kyle Busch in 4th, Kyle Larson in 5th. In 6th, Eric Almirola, 7th place. Matt DiBenedetto, 8th place. Kurt Busch, 9th place. Martin Truex Jr. with a good run. And rounding out your top 10 is William Byron. Let's take a look and see what brought out that caution. Cole Custer going into turn 3 and 4 behind William Byron. Brandon there on the bottom and scoot up and out of the way. Cole Custer hits the wall a ton, and that's what brings out our caution and set up that racing, but very tight racing up front. In the latter stages of the race, it was an utter dogfight, moving high lane, low lane, trying to get everything we could get out of it. Overall, a really fun race and a hard-fought win for Brandon, and a hard-fought 3rd place for myself as well. So let's take a look at the standings after Homestead. Brandon with those 3 wins, we're good by 41. Bubba Wallace, your cutoff driver, just 1 point to the good over Ross Chastain, 6 over Keselowski and Bell, 11 over Dillon, but very tight, only 4 up from DiBenedetto, so only a 10-point swing from 13th down to 19th. And speaking of swing, we are on our brief West Coast swing. Next week, we are going to Vegas and then Phoenix, so a couple of West Coast tracks for us, but that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week for Vegas. Take care.